Hi everyone, this video is just going to be a fairly quick guided tour around the site. I did one when we first opened the doors, but there's quite a bit being added, so I thought it was worth doing an updated version. I'm not going to go into any great detail on all the sections, just really this is to let you know what's there. So we'll start on the home page. That's where you get taken to when you log in. Link to the chat room. We've got information about any upcoming live trades and today's predictions and suggested trades. There's also a link there if you're new to Tennis Profits. Click here to get started. What that does is just take you through everything in the get started menu. We've got an extra link there. A lot of people don't always want to read through what they see as basic information. Even if you've got some experience of trading and even a little bit of tennis trading experience, you probably find something of use in those sections. It doesn't take a huge amount of time to go through. A couple that I'll pick out: tennis trading, Tennis Profits Basics gives you some information on how to make the most of the suggested trades that I'll put on the home page. There's also further down that a lot of people do find those useful. Flowchart and my thought process through a trade in the first set and second sets. Have a look at those. And that's the old guided tour video. This one will replace that shortly. There's also a few people come to tennis trading not really knowing too much about tennis itself and the rules. There's really simple information in there, but what you'll need to get started, and then as you get involved in the matches anyway and follow more matches, you just pick it up anyway. Okay, so that's that one. There's also FAQs, including a live Q&A session that I did fairly recently. I think that was November. Okay, on to the trading stats. Now I've got 3 items in that drop down. Start on the first one. Okay, so there you've got a list of all the day's matches. There'll also be matches for tomorrow if you want to research matches in good time. You can filter which tours you want to be included in the list. So I'll just have WTA on this one. If we click on a match, you go to the individual match page. You've got information on the player, head-to-head information. I've recently asked for that to be open on default. Before you had to click on that to get the information, so that's been changed. Then you've got the match records, all surfaces, last 10, last 50, 12 months and the current year. If you click on the record, you get the breakdown of the matches involved, and if you then click on an individual match, you'll get the in-play stats broken down. Useful info. A bit further down the page, you've got records for the tournament that they're playing at the moment. So last season she reached the quarterfinals, and then you've got lifetime, semis in 2020, etc, quarterfinals 2019. Below that you've got the filters section. There will be more filters added to these. There's a decent number of filters there already, but we've got some more to add to them. So you can filter by this tournament. They haven't played yet, so there won't be anything in there. You can just use the last 10, last 30 filter, or the different time filters, or if we haven't put in a filter that is what you're looking for, just use the custom dates. You can choose your date range. Choose your surface and choose which tour, whether it's all tours, just the main tour, Challenger and ITF. I actually want Challenger and ITF to be separated, so that'll be coming. Or if you click on today, that just chooses today's surface, surprisingly enough. A little bit further down again, you've got some in-play situations. So how often are they broken in the first service game? For example, how often do they get the first break of serve, etc, etc. Lots there. I've got lots more to add to that. Worth noting as well that those stats are affected by these filters at the top as well. So if, for example, you bought these stats spreadsheets, I haven't seen one that allows you to filter in that sort of detail, and I said there's more filters to come, such as filter by starting price, filter by ranking, etc, etc. Okay, so that's that one. The home page. Next one on the stats, TSR, Trading Stats Report. Okay, this page can help you if you've got a particular strategy that you're hoping to use. Gives the relevant stats for that strategy for each player. You can just highlight the match that you're interested in and then choose which strategy. So you just want all key stats. They're the main ones. If you're looking for Lay the Leader, they're the stats that are going to be helpful for that particular strategy. If you hover over the heading, it tells you what it actually means: service hold, breakpoint saved, breakpoints won, etc. BAB, broken and break back before the end of the set. You've also got their percentages ranked using traffic light colours, so obviously green is excellent, amber, average, red, not so good. You got those for those three stats there, are very useful. You can choose to highlight the dominant player, so their figures will be in bold. You can choose whether to show this breakdown or just show the percentage. Personally, I prefer to see the breakdown, so you could just give it a little more context. So have a play around with that one. You can again filter with the tours, filter with the time period, either all surfaces or today's surface, whatever surface they're playing on today. So that's your TSR. And the last one that's been added pretty recently, live stats. Now what this page lets you do is monitor a lot of matches at the same time, but with their stats. Now most other sites, you can still monitor multiple matches, as in the scores, but if you want to see the stats, for example, I used Tennis 24. If I wanted to see these stats, I had to click on the individual match, which then gives you a pop-up with all the stats. Here you've got them all together. As always, you can filter for which matches you want to see, which tours you want to see. So you've got the player, start price, the score, and then the stats. Aces, double faults, first serve percentage, first serve points 1, second serve points 1, break points saved. They're the ones that personally I use the most. You've got alerts on the right hand side to give you an idea if there's an opportunity coming up. Mute's broken back, so he must have been a breakdown in that set. Andreeva must have been a double breakdown and has now got one of the breaks back. Just gives you information there, lots of different alerts. Just makes it so much easier to monitor multiple matches. One thing I missed, we've now got a My Matches tab. So you can either select them from the scheduled matches or the live matches if you didn't want to have them all on the same screen. Choose the ones you want. Submit. And you've got your own personalised list. Last bit at the end. Help with your account or information about your account. You can see your profile if you want to upgrade. That's where you do it, and if you want to log out, that's where you do it. And that's it. Hope you found that useful. Any questions, drop me an email and I'll see you soon.